Hey guys, this is Nirmal here for Technic, and today we'll be doing the detailed review of the Lava Iris Selfie 50. So that's the new selfies focused smartphone from Lava under the Iris branding, and it's called Selfie 50. We previously saw the Lava Iris XY, another selfie smartphone with a front facing camera and LED flash. So this also comes up with similar specs. So before we go into the detailed review, let's quickly have a look at the specs. So it comes with a 5-inch FWVGA display resolution. It's powered by Broadcom quad-core processor with 1 GB of RAM. It has Android KitKat. It has 8 GB internal storage expandable via microSD card. It has an 8 megapixel rear camera with dual LED flash, a front facing camera again with a flash. Front facing camera is 5 megapixel. So that was the spec aspect. It also features a 2400 mAh battery. So that's pretty impressive spec for a battery in this price point. Now let's go into the detailed aspects. So first let's talk about the design and build quality of the Lava Iris Selfie 50. So the Lava Iris Selfie 50 is a fairly good looking device. You can see here the design is pretty decent. So Lava has kept the thickness to low level, so that means the device is pretty easy to hold as well. And you can see the matte finish back panel has a really good finish. It's matte finish back panel, and the metallic finish runs around the sides of the device. So the all in all device is pretty decent looking device, not really bad device in this price range at all. And it looks pretty solid in hands. It below the display you have the 3 capacitive touch buttons. They have backlit, and on the top you have the usual set of sensors, the front facing 5 megapixel camera, and also the flash. It also has ambient light sensor, and it sports a 5-inch FWVGA resolution display. So the overall build quality of the device is pretty good. So all in all, this is a decently looking device with a pretty decent quality. Now moving on to the display. So the display is one of the biggest disappointments of the device because it has a 5-inch display, but the resolution is very low. Ideally it should have been HD or even QHD, but Lava is sticked with FWVGA resolution, and it's pretty poor actually. So you can see here, even though it has an IPS panel, the viewing angles are not really the great, and the resolution is really poor. You can see the pixels clearly on this display, and it's not one of the best displays to have on this device. So all in all, we are not really impressed with the display quality of the Lava Iris Selfie 50. So it could have been better. It could have been QHD or even HD if because most of the devices like the Asus Zenfone 5, we have the Redmi Note or the Redmi 1S, all these sports HD display. So in this price point it's really competitive, and Lava has sticked on with low resolution. That's really disappointment. So the display is not really the best on this device. Now moving on to the software and performance. So this runs Android 4.4 KitKat out of the box, and it has more or less very similar UI as that of the core Android. Nothing much customized here. So overall in look and feel, this device looks pretty similar to the default Android version. And in terms of performance, this is powered by Broadcom quad-core processor, and day-to-day task can be done very easily on this device. There is no lag or any issues with the performance. The notification center is again pretty decently done. It's very similar to what we have on any other Android smartphone. So nothing much customized here. Overall you can see the smoothness of the device. You have the multitasking option. So overall this device is pretty decent in terms of the overall performance. So here is the multitasking, and you can switch between apps pretty easily. So the performance is pretty good. But now coming on to the gaming performance, when we played the gaming review, we found that the device was not really suited for gaming. So if you're looking for a device with good gaming abilities, then you have to skip this device, because the gaming performance was not really the best on this device. And I could see that the accelerometer and the gyroscope didn't perform really well, and we had really hard time doing gaming reviews on this device. So but casual games like Subway Surfers or even the Temple Run 2 works pretty well on this device, so that's not an issue there. And talking about the call ability and also the speaker output, the call ability was pretty decent. No complaints there. It was pretty decent, and the speaker volume is not really best. It's just an average speaker quality. And overall we would say in the software side the performance is pretty decent. Lava is also included few apps like adapt text. There is also a photo editor included. There is a backup solution. So FM radio is included. So there is also file manager. So pretty good amount of apps are included. So the overall performance looks pretty decent, not a really bad device. But the gaming performance is really poor. The Broadcom quad-core processor doesn't really work well, and on top of that the sensors didn't work really well on our device. So that was the total performance and the software side. Now moving on to the camera, we already talked about this camera in our camera review. So this is the camera interface. So this has a pretty decent camera. The features offered on this camera is pretty decent, and it also sports a 5 megapixel selfie camera. So that's the highlight of this device. So you can check out our camera review for detailed aspects on the camera. So all in all, we would say one thing: the rear camera with dual LED flash is not that good, but the front facing camera with LED flash is impressive, and we could get pretty decent shots with the front facing camera. So if you want to check out the complete review of the camera, you can have the look at our video review of the camera. So it's available in the description as well, so check out that video. We also uploaded the samples, so you can also have a look at them. So that's the camera review. Now moving on to the battery performance, they have increased the capacity of battery from 2100 on 5 to 2400, so that's a welcome move. So the battery performance is pretty decent. You can get at least 1 day of usage with this battery. So with the normal usage, you can easily get 1 day of usage, so that's pretty impressive. And the overall battery performance looks pretty average. Even though it's not really really great performance, it's pretty decent performance with the battery. So that was a detailed review of the Lava Iris Selfie 50. So all in all, this phone is pretty decent only if you're looking for a selfie experience. So at the price at 7.4K, we have many other devices in this price point which offer better experience, but this has lots of disadvantages in terms of low resolution display. The Broadcom quad-core processor doesn't really work great with gaming, but it has a decent design as well as fit and finish and quality, so that's one good thing. And moreover, the selfie focused 5 megapixel camera really works well, and the battery performance is pretty average. So we would recommend this device only if you're looking for a great selfie experience. Other than that, we would suggest you to check out the Redmi 1S or even the Huawei Honor Holy, almost priced in the same category, or even the Moto E is better buy than this device. So that was the detailed review of the Lava Iris Selfie 50. Hope you liked this video. If you have any specific questions, just drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos, and thanks for watching this video.